Disney World is not what it used to be before. Disney World has become more expensive and has cut down its complimentary services. The entire theme park experience has become complicated now. Is there something that we're missing out on? What happened to the old Disney World? How much does a Disney vacation cost now? Let us delve in to know more. After the pandemic, everything has changed. If you are someone who used to freaking Walt Disney World but has been hesitant to return due to the rising costs and changing experiences, you are not alone. Disney is nothing like it used to be. Come on, let's take a Disney World trip, which they want us to take, and let's get to know the cost of it. First off, let us be clear, we will not take any expensive hotels or anything in particular to increase our costs. Okay, so let's talk about getting to the resort. Once upon a time, Disney offered complimentary transportation from the airport to your resort and the other way around with their Magical Express service, and that too for free. This basically encouraged the customers to stay at their resorts within the property. Unfortunately, that is no longer the case, as this service was discontinued in 2022, and now you're looking at around $67 for a round trip for 2 people using other options. Okay, next up, we have our accommodation. When we arrive, we get to see a beautiful resort called Disney's Port Orleans Riverside. This is literally the best moderate resort on the property. The rooms are well maintained and have a great ambience, taking us back to some kind of a Victorian era. Now, the outside of the room is just amazing, with plenty of places to explore and relax. So, how much do you think this might have cost for a night? Well, it costs around $240, and along with taxes, it costs $280 a night. While the resort itself was nice, it is clear that the prices have been steadily climbing over the year. We need breakfast, yeah. A bounty platter at Disney costs $12.97 per person. Now, onto the main event, park ticket. Let us move straight into Disneyland, where complimentary transportation from the resort is available. You know what? Disney has increased the price for annual passes and regular day tickets. Disney now has got different pricing system for different parks, and there are 4 different parks, so the price will vary according to the park that you choose. A single day ticket to the Magic Kingdom for 2 adults come in at a whopping $328 after taxes. This is the most expensive ticket in Disneyland. That is $154 per person, including taxes. If this sounds expensive, let me tell you something else. Now there are expensive days too. So what does that mean? There are days in late November when the ticket prices can range up to $184 per person. So when you compare it with that, the price seems to be a good deal. There is one thing about Disney World, the price doesn't matter, but the crowd at the theme park is always insane. The length of the queue on each ride is massive. So is there any way to skip these long lines? Fast Pass is your answer. So this was free to use along with the tickets that we had, but now that is not the case. The Fast Pass is now changed to something known as a Lightning Lane and can be done digitally. So if you want to access the Lightning Lane, what do? You have to purchase Genie Plus. Sounds fun, right? And that too, you will have to pay for it. And do you know what is even more complicated? You will only get to use this option for a few rides, while the others you will have to take a few others as an additional add-on. And that has a name too. It is called an individual Lightning Lane. This entire thing is super confusing and costly at the same time. So let us now figure out the cost. Genie Plus is under variable pricing. It changes from day to day. It is $23 per person for this privilege. Too many people are for sure going to show off all the fun. Just imagine about the old people, who are not very tech savvy or who are not in the condition to stay in lines. Too much of a crowd is such a mood spoiler. And let us not forget about food. Lunch and snacks throughout the day adds up another $40 to $50. Speaking of the Lightning Lanes, if you want to experience some of the most popular attractions like Tron, you will have to fork over even more cash for individual Lightning Lane access. This is one of the latest attractions in the theme park. Now, how much do you think that it will cost? Well, it can cost around $20 per person. $20 for a ride? Are you serious? And that too, the entire ride is only for 60 seconds, or let's just say 1 whole minute. By the time dinner rolled around, we're looking at a bill of over $80 for a less than a stellar meal at the table service restaurant. And that is not even including gratuity. The restaurant and the ambience were great, but the food was not that great. When you add up everything, it costs around $886 for 2 people. And to be honest, this is very expensive. Disney was never this expensive, crowded, and complicated. Now, if you calculate the cost of Disney in 2017 for the exact same trip that is done now, it only costs around $500 for 2 people, which is way cheaper than it is now. It is 44% increase in less than a decade. One of the most significant challenges facing Disney World visitors is the issue of crowd and wait time. On peak days, attractions can have wait times upward of 90 minutes or more, leading to frustration and disappointment for guests. While services like Genie Plus aims to alleviate this issue, they come at an additional cost, further worsening the financial burden of a Disney vacation. Another consideration is the quality of the experience relative to its cost. While Disney World offers a wealth of attractions and entertainment options, some visitors may find themselves questioning whether the experience justifies the expense. From dining reservation to park tickets to add-on services, the cost can quickly spiral out of control, leaving guests wondering whether they're getting their money's worth. Do you think it is all worth it? We can also reduce costs through other ways. If you bring your own snack and water, it can really help you save a huge amount of money. Choosing a cheaper hotel can also be an add-on. If you were to calculate this for a family of 3 for, let's say, a 6-day package, it takes around $6,000. With all that money, you can land somewhere else doing something better. In this connection, the expenses and problems for a Disney trip makes many families look for a different destination and ventures. The possibilities are endless. From beach resorts to national parks to international trips, there are a lot of choices to make for those seeking fun and relaxation without burning a hole in their pocket. Diversification of their travel experiences help families come up with a priceless memory without the fear of being broke. The cost of visiting Disney World has been steadily rising year after year, far outpacing inflation rates. And with the removal of once free perks like Fast Pass, it is becoming harder and harder to justify the expense. There are people who even said that Disney doesn't care because people pay. To be honest, the only magic that is left in Disney World is how magically fast your wallet will be drained. In the end, the question whether a day at Disney World is worth it is a deeply personal one. For some, the magic of Disney is the iconic attractions, the beloved characters, the timeless memories is priceless, transcending any financial consideration. For others, the rising costs and complexities of the park experience may outweigh the benefits, leading them to seek out alternative destinations and experiences. Also, in the end, the true magic of Disney lies not in its attraction, but in the memories we create and the bonds we forge along the way. And that, dear traveler, is a treasure worth far more than any price tag. So, is the day at Disney World worth it? That is a question only you can answer. While there is no denying the magic of Disney, it is clear that the value proposition is not what it used to be. What are your thoughts about this? If you found this video helpful, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest content. Your opinions matter. Let us know your thoughts on the topic discussed through our comment section.